Welcome to my channel, everyone! Let's build a great community together. Make sure to subscribe!
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Bollywood never fails to stay in the headlines and this week was no different. So today we are talking about the biggest Bollywood updates everyone is discussing. So let's talk about Shah Rukh Khan's King update. Why fans are calling it his next big comeback. Shah Rukh Khan is once again making headlines and this time it is because of his upcoming action thriller King. After a 3-year break from leading roles, SRK returned to cinemas in 2023 with Pathaan followed by Jawan, both of which became massive box office successes. Because of that comeback, expectations from his next project have become extremely high. Now reports suggest that King has entered the final stage of production. The film is reportedly heading towards its last major international shooting schedule, with locations planned in the United States and South America before the makers wrap up filming. The film is being directed by Siddharth Anand, who has already worked with Shah Rukh Khan in Pathaan. The director is known for creating large-scale action entertainers, which is one reason why fans are expecting King to have stylish action sequences and a global feel. But the biggest talking point about this film is not only SRK. It is also the theatrical debut of his daughter Suhana Khan. Suhana already made her acting debut in Netflix The Archies, but King will be her first big screen Bollywood release alongside her father. This has made the project even more special for fans because they will get to see the father-daughter duo together on the big screen. While the makers have kept many details under wraps, the excitement around King shows that Shah Rukh Khan's star power is still one of Bollywood's biggest forces. Now let's talk about Ranbir Kapoor's Ramayana creates massive buzz before release. The second major Bollywood story this week is undoubtedly Nitesh Tiwari's Ramayana. The film has become one of the most ambitious Indian cinema projects because it is based on one of the most recognized epics in Indian culture and features some of the biggest names in the industry. The cast includes Ranbir Kapoor as Lord Ram, Sai Pallavi as Sita, Yash as Ravana. The makers recently started the promotional journey with a grand event called Ramayana Pratham Sankalp in New Delhi on July 18, 2026. The event gave audiences a closer look at the scale of the film and brought together the main cast and creators. One of the biggest reasons the film has created so much discussion is the pressure attached to the characters. Playing Lord Ram is considered a huge responsibility because audiences already have emotional connections with previous portrayals, especially the iconic television version featuring Arun Govil. At the event, Ranbir Kapoor expressed respect towards Arun Govil and acknowledged the impact his portrayal had on generation of viewers. Meanwhile, Yash, who plays Ravana, also speak about the scale of the project and describe it as a dream project, praising the dedication of the cast and director. The film is also attracting attention because of its international ambitions. The report suggests the makers are planning to present it as a global cinematic experience rather than just a traditional Bollywood film. However, with huge expectations come huge pressure. Fans are waiting to see whether Ramayana can match the massive hype surrounding it. Now let's talk about Arijit Singh's comeback rumors. What actually happened? Bollywood music fans recently went into a frenzy after rumors started spreading that Arijit Singh was making a comeback with Awarappan 2. The excitement came after the release of the song Ye Awarappan, the title track of Awarappan 2. The song featured Arijit Singh vocals and immediately reminded fans of the emotional music of the original 2007 film Awarappan, which had songs like Tu Phir Aao and Tera Mera Rishta that became fan favorites. Many fans assumed that this meant Arijit had returned to regular playback singing after reports about him stepping away from Bollywood music commitments. However, the situation was slightly different. Arijit Singh's manager clarified that this was not exactly a new comeback announcement. According to the clarification, the song was connected to earlier commitments rather than Arijit Singh suddenly returning to the industry full-time. Still, the reaction from fans was massive because Arijit Singh has become one of the Bollywood's most loved playback singers. His emotional voice has been connected with some of the biggest romantic and heartbreaking songs of the last decade. The Awarappan 2 song also created discussions because the original film's music had a huge emotional following. Fans started comparing whether the sequel soundtrack could recreate the same magic. So while the Arijit comeback headlines created excitement, the reality is that his association with the song was more about a previous commitment rather than a full return to playback singing. Now let's talk about Kajal Agarwal's Bollywood versus South cinema comment sparked debate. Actress Kajal Agarwal recently became part of a discussion comparing Bollywood and South Indian cinema. Kajal, who has worked in both industries, spoke about differences in working style, professionalism, and the approach towards filmmaking. Her comment started conversations because the debate between Bollywood and South cinema has become much bigger in recent years. After films from the South like RRR, Pushpa, and KGF achieved nationwide success, many discussions began about why South Indian films were connecting strongly with audiences across India. Kajal pointed out differences she has noticed while working in both industries, including aspects like discipline, working culture, and the way films are approached. Her comments were not just about competition but how both industries have different strengths. The discussions became viral because audiences have already been comparing Bollywood and South cinema after the changing landscape of Indian films. Now let's talk about Tushar Kapoor, who opens up about star kid pressure after 25 years in Bollywood. One of the most discussed interviews this week came from actor Tushar Kapoor, who spoke about the pressure of being a star kid. Tushar Kapoor is the son of legendary Bollywood actor Jatendra, which meant that when he entered films, expectations were already extremely high. He made his Bollywood debut with Mujhe Kuch Kehna Hai in 2001 opposite Kareena Kapoor Khan. The film was successful and Tushar even won the Filmfare Award for Best Male Debut. However, despite having a famous surname, Tushar's journey in Bollywood was not always easy. In a recent conversation reflecting on his 25-year career, he explained that being a star kid comes with a different kind of pressure. He said that people often expect celebrity children to maintain a certain image, attend parties, stay visible, and constantly remain in the news even in during periods when they are not actively working. Tushar explained that while outsiders often see the advantages of being born into a film family, they do not always see the pressure of expectations, comparisons, and public judgment. His statement created discussions because Bollywood's nepotism debut debate usually focuses on the opportunities star kids receive, but Tushar highlighted the pressure and criticism that can also come with a famous film family. His comments reopened the conversation about whether being a star kid is only a privilege or whether it also brings its own challenges. So these were the biggest Bollywood stories. Which story surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. So that was it for today. Don't forget to subscribe my channel.